Hola, from the west side. It is me, DCV Purple Diva. Welcome to Not So Random Chat. Ooh, my hair is all over the place. I am actually in the kitchen cooking. Hey, Latoya. And, I decided to pull up on y'all. How's everybody? Let me move this microphone so it's not all in everybody's face. How was your New Year's? How's everybody doing on this first day? I'm gonna walk over here and check on my food. I'll be right back. How's everybody's day going? Making some dinner, y'all. And there's someone else that I support is going to be going live later. So I came on early before they do. Getting ready to install your Kiki Twist. Oh yeah. And I'm getting ready to take these out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it back into Twist again. I haven't made up my mind yet. Because I can do it like this again. It's gonna be purple, obviously, though. But I'm thinking about doing the tiki curls. I don't know. I have to think about it. Yeah. I have to think about it. These are really easy to install. But I don't know. Yeah, because I have everything to do my hair. I just haven't done it. But I've been working on like other stuff, like getting a couple of vlogs done. I'm almost finished with my next vlog, which will be vlog 61. And this one is going to be, I'm going to kind of show you guys some of my my artwork that I personally have done over the years. So it's almost done. I just have to finish the voiceover part and that part of it. And then it'll be uploaded by tomorrow. Hey, Tatted Heart. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing? It's been a minute. No. Yeah, I haven't got to that one yet. Ooh, yeah. I didn't think about that. You're so funny. But I have that one, and then I'm also in the process of putting together the first Coffee Talk series. And I'm getting ready to open up the membership to my channel. I just have to come on here and do what I got to do in order to have it open. You lost 55 pounds? Wow. Oh, you're just kidding? Okay. Okay, you better be just kidding. I'm like, 55, that's a lot of that. Y'all see me. If I lost 55 pounds, that would not be a good situation. That wouldn't be a good situation at all. But I've had I've started off the year right. Told you guys that I was going to, be using my planner. So the planner, it's already being used. We're only on day 2, but I've, got my stuff in there, what I'm working on and stuff, because it's the weekend. And I've been, really dealing with my devotional for these first 2 days. And I liked what the devotional came out with today, you guys, because the scripture that was in here is also a song. It's Lamentations 3, 22, and 23. And the only way I know how to do it is I have to sing it. So I'm going to sing it. So bear with me. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord. Great is thy faithfulness. Anyway, that's the one I have to. Hi, Willie. So that was actually January 2nd. Devotional was, it says, new every morning. And, you know, we're all in the beginning of this new year. And I know a lot of us, last year was not a good year. Many of us lost people. Many people lost their jobs. Hey, DC. Yeah, I came on early because I know that our girl Jovi is coming on a little later on. So I came on early because she kept moving a live back all day long. And then she finally ended up at 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock my time. So I figured, I said, okay, I'll come on earlier and I'll be off before she comes on. Hey, C. Parker. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm actually on camera. Usually I'm not on camera, but I'm in the kitchen cooking. So you guys will watch me. I'm doing some pork loins. And I'm frying them, and then I'm going to smother them. And then I have something else that I'm cooking too. I got to heat that. Let me 1 second. Get that ready. That is my greens, but it's greens with shrimp. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's like this greens and shrimp thing that's been on Facebook, and I decided to try it myself. I made it for New Year's. We still got some left. We're gonna finish it tonight. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Oh yeah, Nightbot is twerking in my chat, you guys. Nightbot is twerking in the chat. Oh, they're actually almost done, but they're thicker. So, you know, I want to make sure that they're really done before I make my gravy and smother them. Like maybe 30 minutes, because I started them before I started the show, and we've only been on for like about 10 minutes. They were already cooking, and they're like almost done. They're almost done. But I am glad that it is 2021. Actually, I'm glad that it is a new month. December was a rough month. I don't know if it was rough for you guys. It was a rough month for me. Even with Christmas and all of that, it was still a rough month. It was. Oh, you made oxtails? Well, I made banana pudding. We still have some banana pudding. I made banana pudding yesterday. We had our greens. We still have some left over, and now I'm making the pork loins, and I'm gonna smother them though. But fry them first. And if y'all hear that noise, that's my son upstairs acting like a fool, stomping. And I'm about to go on mute for a minute because I'm about to go have a conversation. So I might have to tell y'all I'll be right back in a minute. Cause that ain't what you doing ain't cool. So yeah. I'll be right back, y'all. So I'm gonna mute myself. But I'll be right back. I'm back. I was like, y'all probably couldn't see, but I just was just out of camera range right over there at the bottom of the stairs having a conversation with my son, King David. Yeah. Y'all, it's one of those days. Rice and peas. Oh, rice and peas with oxtails. Oh, that's good. I don't do oxtails. Hey, Tutu. How are you? I'm on early. Actually, where is the shoot? I'll be right back. Got in here. I'm coming back. Actually, I have to do something. Yeah, I got to do a little bit of that old-fashioned because this other burner doesn't like to come on. One second, guys. I'm coming. Right. I'm back. And it's, of course, hot in this kitchen. Got the oven on, too. I'm baking some stuff. We are doing good. It is 2021. I'm cooking. Y'all hear the stuff in the background? You hear that? It smells better than it smells so good in this kitchen. It smells so good in this kitchen. I'm gonna go off camera for a little bit. I'll be back on camera in a minute. I'm gonna still be talking, but I'm going out of camera range, so it's no point of because I'm gonna be washing dishes while I'm talking to you guys. All right, I'm still here, but all y'all will see is my butt, so that's the reason why I cut the camera off. Because I am doing the housework while I'm doing the live, y'all. But I can't wait to get this coffee talk series started for you guys. I've already got a couple of really good topics that I'm going to put on there. I know y'all hear me washing dishes in here. But trying to keep everything under control in this kitchen. And since I decided to come on early, y'all get to witness a little bit of me being a little domestic. I'm almost done, and I'll be back over there in a minute. Here I come, here I come, here I come. Let's see what you guys were saying. I'm back. I did, you know what? Yesterday was I was in people's lives yesterday. I did stuff around the house. I was working on my vlogs that are coming up. Had a couple glasses of wine. But that's about it. That is about it. You tried to watch the movie and ended up so boring. I don't know how many of you guys saw the movie The Karate Kid, back in the day. And this is 1 second, y'all. I gotta fix this. I have this one part on this chair that will not stay where it's supposed to be. So it's a pain in the butt. Okay, but I've been watching the Cobra Kai series, and season 3 came out. So I was watching that. And in season 3 of it, if you're familiar with it or if you've seen it, it gives you the backstory over Johnny's sensei, Kreese, to find out why he's such an a-hole, But we were watching that, and Allie from the Valley comes back. So I was watching that, and that's if you remember the Karate Kid with Ralph Macchio. This is a continuation now with their kids, Johnny's son and Ralph, whatever his character's names, and his daughter. And then there's this other kid all these other kids that are in the mix. And then of course Kreese in modern times as well. Hey Bonnie Rose. Hey Smiles with Shane. How are you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Today is my official first live stream of 2021. The last live stream I did was on, it's so hot in this kitchen, y'all. All right, let me just fan myself again. It's a good thing I don't have on any makeup because it would just be melting off of me if I did. But the last live stream I did was on Thursday, on December the 31st. And I'm debating as to whether I'm going to do like a review of 2021 like I did for 2019 and kind of pull you guys through everything, but I think that I will. I just have to get it together. It'll be pictures and maybe like thumbnails from all of the different lives and vlogs that I put out in 2021. I mean, in 2020, including when I got monetized. So I'll bring it together. It'll be a hodgepodge. It'll probably be out sometime this week coming up. I know, yeah, I'm like sweating like a, well, I'm actually glowing because I'm a dancer. So yeah, I'm glowing in the kitchen. Plus, the dishwasher was running earlier, or I would have done the live earlier, but I wasn't going to compete with the dishwasher. All right, let me see if these are done. I think that they are. They're almost done. So I'm going to turn them down because it's almost time to make my gravy. You're learning? Yeah. Yeah, it's, God, y'all. It's been a, and y'all see the Christmas tree is still up. It's supposed to be down. No, y'all can't see it now. Yeah. Christmas tree. See that Christmas tree back there? Yeah. It was supposed to come down today. It's not down yet. It'll be down tomorrow. All we got to do is bring in the boxes, you know, the tubs to put all of the stuff in. But it actually takes like a little longer to take everything down than it does to put it up. Crazy enough. Whew. Yeah, we're sweating. We're glowing all over the place. But I'm in the kitchen and I have on a sweater that ironically, you guys, has a biblical thing on it. There's like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there have been a couple of brands that came out, I would say like in the third or fourth quarter of last year that were putting Bible verses on clothing. So this sweater that I have on, it has a Bible verse on it, which is 1 Thessalonians 5:11. And then it's on the front of it, which says, and this is not the King James, y'all, but it's encourage one another and build each other up. It's like a new translation of 1 Thessalonians 5:11. But have you guys seen like that? There's been like clothing brands that have just been throwing biblical verses on their stuff. And I mean, back in the 90s, I'll say back in the 90s, there was a couple of brands that's what they were doing. But these, as far as it looks like, doesn't look like they were actually like, you know, necessarily Christian-based companies, because, you know, I found this stuff in, you know, I think I saw other things like this in Ross and TJ Maxx. So didn't see them in Target because, you know, Target only has their own stuff mainly. But I've seen them in, you know, like in some of the other stores. But I just thought that was real interesting that they're putting these biblical verses on clothing. And it wasn't just on women's clothing, because I saw it also on men's clothing as well. You know, but like back in the 90s, like they had all of these like, you know, sweatshirts and everything. Like, and in the 80s, they had like God's Gym, you know, in you know, next to the Gold's Gym. Hey, That's my man. He's looking at y'all. That's my man. That's the king. Acting silly in the background. Oh, anyway. But like back in the 80s, I would say like the 80s and the 90s, they had like those shirts that were Christian-based shirts that took like regular shirts and changed them into Christian ones. Like they did from a Gold's Gym, they made it into a God's Gym. They had one that was like the Pepsi Cola one. There was one like Coca-Cola. I mean, this was a thing. This was a thing back then. You know, so it's interesting to see that kind of stuff to be coming kind of full circle. But now they're, instead of taking off of other things, they're just kind of designing their own and just putting it out there. I thought this was really kind of cute, you know. Hey, Terry. What am I sipping? This was a margarita, a mangolita. You know, one of those little can thingies. That's what it was. Next, I have what I've been telling you guys about. Remember I told you guys about the ginger beer that I get this from Australia? This is it. And it's really expensive. Like a 4-pack of it, if you get it online, it's like some crazy amount. And if you buy these as singles, literally, they sell them for the same price as like if you were buying a real beer. And this is completely non-alcoholic. It is ginger beer, but it's Bundaberg, and Bundaberg is an Australian brand of ginger beer. That's the next drink I'm drinking. Non-alcoholic though. Hey, Angela. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Got my food. Oops, let me check my other stuff. Turn this down. All I was doing is heating this one up. This is done. This was just a heat up. That's done. That's when I'm messing up our greens, because I made them the way that I did them with the shrimp, because I made it into like a soup. So I put like a broth in there with it, so it's like brothy, not just, you know, like the juices from the shrimp and from the greens. So it's got like I put like some chicken broth, and I took one of those the cubes, not the liquid broth, but the bouillon cubes, and dropped it in there. So it has a nice tasty broth to go with my greens and my shrimp. How you doing, Terry? Catching up on some reading? I need to do that. I need to do that. I'm going to show you guys something I have here. So, like right here, this is like a family cookbook. I'm going to show y'all. Let me see if I think I put it in this. That recipe that I made for you guys. Where is it? There we are. Here we go. So the seafood enchiladas that I posted, I put them in here, and I'll show you guys the recipe, but I'm gonna have to cover up some certain things. But I'll let y'all see that it is a real recipe that I made a long time ago. But that's it. That's the actual recipe that I made for those seafood enchiladas that are on my page. it is a recipe that is one of our family recipes on my mama's side, the Creole side. My dad's side is my dad's side of the family is, y'all, they're a hodgepodge. We got Indian, we got, Creole, we got obviously black, but part of that black is Cuban black. And, I'm sure there's some white in there somewhere because my dad's last name is Irish. But if you guys know anything about the history of Irish people and slavery in Cuba, you will know that there are many people who are black and of Cuban descent that have an Irish last name. Yeah, because of certain things that happens in Cuba. Let me see what you guys are. Oh, your last name is Irish? Exactly. Yep, my last name is Irish. My mom's last name was Irish. My mom's last name is Irish as well. And on my grandfather's side, my grandfather had an Irish last name because his father had an Irish last name, but my great grandmother was from the French Caribbean. And on the 1910 census, they said her first name was Frenchie because she spoke French. My family has gone in there and corrected that information. They've also corrected the information for my grandfather because it said that my grandfather's name was Mimi, but my grandfather's name was Nehemiah. But the census taker could not spell Nehemiah, so they just put what they felt like putting. Go figure. Now, my great-grandfather, his name was Joshua, but they decided his name was going to be Jesse. Now, that was not his name. But again, we have gone back and corrected these things. I'm still, like I told you guys, I'm trying to trace the roots of my dad's family because that's there's so many secrets over in that part of the family. But I don't know. I assume that I'm going to find out that I have a large part of family that's in Cuba that's communist. Okay, they have to be communists if they want to live. And maybe that's why there's so many secrets about my family. I don't know. We'll find out though, because we are definitely going to be doing some digging on my dad's. I'm just debating as to whether I'm going to do, the DNA thing, where they, test the DNA to find out, what part of Africa and, all of that, and how much black I actually am. I'm so funny about people with my DNA, y'all. But I don't know. I might do it. I might take one for the team, since I'm the oldest out of all of the ones in that part of the family. Of this generation, I'm the oldest one left because I had a cousin that was older than me, but he's gone. Ooh, I have to think about that. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, thank you. I need somewhere that all European. I heard that too. I mean, I don't know. I've also heard that I didn't want to hide that. Let me undo that. Unhide. Cancel. Okay, there we go. I heard that too. I also heard that people who have no RH in their blood, that originally we had no RH. I also heard that O is the original blood type, and that all of the other ones are, offsprings from, everything that happened. I don't know. But I know that I don't have RH in my blood. However, both of my siblings do. And one of my parents does. The one who's still alive, but the one who is no longer here did not. And I know that when I was pregnant with my son, they had to give me a Rogam shot so that I wouldn't push my kid out. And I also know that they had mistyped my blood as a child. When I was a kid, they told my parents that my blood was positive because they assumed, because my dad was positive, that I was positive, but I wasn't. I have the same blood type as my dad, but I don't share the RH factor with my father, which is, that's the thing about blood typing, y'all. Let me give y'all a little lesson on blood type. So with blood typing, the child will either have the same blood type or the same RH factor as their father. So I'll give you examples, because in my family, we have the perfect example. Out of the 3 siblings in my family, my dad, only one of the 3 of us is the exact blood type as my father, and that's my sister. I have the same blood type as my dad, but I don't have the same RH factor as my dad. My brother, who's the youngest, has the same RH factor as my father, but he has the blood type that my mother has. So that is the key. That is the thing about blood, just so you guys know, that when somebody is the child of someone, they don't necessarily have the same blood type. They will either have the same blood type or the same RH factor. And that has to do with if both of the parents have the same blood type. I paid attention in biology class, y'all. I did. I keep telling y'all that DC is a nerdy girl, but yeah, I did. Because like my son does not have my blood type. He has the same blood type as his dad. But no, I take that back. My son has the same blood type as both his father and I, but he does not have the same RH factor as me. That's what it is. Yeah. He's exactly what his father's blood type is. And I think that's because his father and my father have the exact same blood type. And so I carried that, even though I didn't have that, I carried it. So it was not a good chance that my kid was going to have the exact same blood type as me. I know I'm rambling. Yeah, you guys, y'all know that there's gonna be there's some crap that's gonna happen on the 6th, right? We're all aware of that, right? We're all aware that there are like 12 senators that are going to challenge the election, and which is going to result in a 2-hour debate. It's not going to actually change the results, but they're just going to prolong everything, for 2 hours. But what you guys may not know is that this has happened in multiple elections in recent history. It happened in the 2000 election, and it also happened in the election where Mr. Trump actually got into office. But see, we didn't know they didn't bring all of this stuff that was going on in chambers out to the public in those 2 election cycles. It's just this time we're seeing everything fully in front of us. So we'll see. This, I think, is going to be a very good lesson for all of us on the electoral process. For those of you who weren't paying attention, if you weren't paying attention, I paid attention in government class. Even though all of this stuff playing out was it has been frustrating for me. And I may not agree with what 45 is doing, but he is within his legal rights in everything he's doing. He's in his legal rights. And so they're going to just do everything that they're going to do. And then the dust is going to fall where it may. So we have this coming up on the 6th. And then after that, that's when Congress has to certify the electoral vote or not. But trust me, it's going to get certified. But they're going to go through the entire exercise, you guys, because once these senators challenge it, it immediately makes there be a 2-hour debate. Now, whether they do that closed or where we can see it, I have no idea. There's been so much weirdness with this particular election. There's no telling. There's no telling. Let me see, what time is it? And I'm about to get off, and I'm going to be on for a few more minutes. I'm about to get off. Been on for like 45 minutes. So I'm going to get off. Jovi's supposed to be coming on at 8 my time, which is in like about 30 minutes. Oh, here's David. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. That's all y'all get. Told y'all he's been having a little issue today. Plus, as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to be jumping in to finish. Hey, 6 Figure Days. I didn't see you come in. My 2 have the same blood type and RH factor as me. Yeah, see, my son is the same blood type as me, but he's not the same RH factor as me. He is the same blood type and RH factor as his father. But see, a lot of people don't understand how that stuff goes. They don't understand how that stuff goes. DNA is powerful. And it's either you're part of somebody's DNA or you're not. But like my son is the exact same blood type as his dad. And here's the crazy thing. His father has several birthmarks. My son has the exact same birthmarks in the exact same places as his father. And like my dad had birthmarks. I got the birthmarks that my dad got. Like my dad had a mole on his face. I have a mole on my face. Thankfully, my mole isn't the same place as his mole. My mole, I am told when I was younger, was higher up on my face, but it ended up being a beauty mark right on my cheek where it's supposed to be. That's what I say, where it's supposed to be. My son got the dimples from me, you know. So he's a mixture of his dad's DNA and my DNA. He got the best of us both. That's what I think. That's what I say. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday, y'all. So now, see, let me tell y'all something. If by some miracle, and I do mean by some miracle, if by some miracle the Democrats pull off winning both of those seats and it is an even split in the Senate, it's going to be it'll be a very different 4 years from what I expect it to be. Because if the Republicans are able to retain those 2 Georgia seats, then, you know, Mr. Biden is going to have to be Mr. Diplomat for at least the next 2 years. You know? But if it becomes an even in the Senate with a Democrat-controlled House, I don't know how that's going to work. I know that's not what Wall Street wants. That's not what the financial sector wants. A lot of people seem to be happy with the Senate being controlled by the Republicans. We'll see. Because if Georgia flips completely blue, y'all, it's gonna be very, very interesting. It is. I mean, right now, everybody is really focusing on what happens on Monday. I know that Mr. Trump, Mr. Pence, Madam VP-elect, and President-elect are all going to be in Georgia because Georgia is important to these 2, rivaling parties, the Bloods and the Crips, because that's really who they are. Y'all know that. This is like the Bloods and the Crips, y'all. It's just in politics, and they're not out there, killing each other. But y'all know, now I might get too deep for y'all, but y'all do realize that those 2 gangs, the Bloods and the Crips, did not start out as being gangs. They actually started out as being extensions of the Black Panthers, which was not a gang either. But, I'm just telling you something that, you can go and research for yourself. not a member of either political party, but I'm telling you, they operate, and I may be saying it with sarcasm, but they operate like political gangs. And it's very ironic that they have the same colors as the Bloods and the Crips. I'm just saying. It's very interesting that they share those colors. It's also very interesting, if you go back in history, that at one point, the Republicans were doing what the Democrats are doing, and Democrats were doing what the Republicans are doing. Their platforms were each other's platforms at one point back in time. Yeah, y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know that, like, back in the day, and I'm talking about the early 20th century, Republican was the party that Black people were in. I mean, you guys, why do you think my sorority symbol is an elephant? I'm telling you, you guys go back and look, that many of the people back in the day, many of the Blacks, because obviously the Blacks that were educated during that time were more of the lighter skinned Blacks, because those were the ones who were able to get ahead, and so they were part of the Republican Party. But it wasn't until you got to, I believe, like after the Great Depression, after 1929, it wasn't until when you got to the 30s or 40s that there was that shift, and suddenly Black people were in the Democratic Party and not the Republican Party. Yeah, you're going to take the red pill or the blue pill. Exactly. Red pill, blue pill. Why can't I take the purple pill? What about that purple pill? The one they don't tell you about. You know, red pill, blue pill, but they don't tell you about the purple pill. That's us. That's us people in the middle. We're the purple pill when it comes to politics, because we don't attribute ourselves to either party. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm just telling you guys, y'all got to know. When we talk about, if you wonder why there are so many people of color, because it's not just Black people, but there are so many people of color who have come out of the Democrat and the Republican Party. Don't you wonder why we have jumped out of these parties? For those of you who are still part of the two parties, have you gone and read what the party platforms are and what their beliefs are? Do you know what their platforms and beliefs are? Because they're knowing what their platforms and beliefs are is the reason why I'm not a part of either party. You know, I'm not. And neither one of them represents me or has my best interest. As a minority woman, they don't. So I'm just telling you guys, as we go into this next presidency, whoever it ends up being, I've told you guys multiple times, the only way we can really make the changes that we want to see as people in this country, they have to start at the local level. You have to start at the local level. You will never get what you want at the national level without starting at the local level. And I'm telling you, whoever's in that office is not for us. They ain't for us. Y'all have heard the leaked tapes. He is telling the blacks to work the Latinos, not considering that some of the blacks are also Latino. But as I can tell you personally, as someone who is both black and Latino, my issues are probably more those of the black part of my family. Because see, here's the thing. The Latino part of my family, black too. We just black. We just speak Spanish. That's the only difference. So my issues are going to still be the same issues. And this is y'all's fault for believing this guy really had your back. We knew he didn't have our back. I told y'all he didn't have our back. I said he was just the lesser of two evils. Now let's see if that's the truth. But starting out, y'all, I don't know what he's going to be doing that is going to help anybody who is a minority. And I'm not just talking about if you're black. I'm talking about Latinos too. And just so y'all, in case y'all are wondering, Kamala Harris was there for this conversation. Now, I am a member of the Divine Nine. However, I am not an AKA. So here's what I expect. I expect all you ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha to hold that woman's feet to the fire when it comes to things that have to do with us. Because she is now in the second highest office in the land. And truth be told, how many of y'all actually expect Mr. Biden to run for a second term? Ain't he gonna be over 80 by that point? I'm just saying. Ain't gonna be over 80. Let me turn this off. I'm about to get off, but I said, let me turn this off. He's gonna be over 80 by the next time, y'all. This needs to be the last time, the very last time, y'all, that we have somebody that is in their 70s running the country. Shame on us. Shame on us. So I expect her sorority sisters to hold her feet to the fire. I expect the Divine Nine to hold her feet to the fire as well. Because Stacey Abrams, you know, the Delta that helped win Georgia, yeah. We was all up in this. Yeah, the Divine Nine helped that man get into office. Yes, we did. We're going to see what happens, though. We're going to see what happens. I already told you the first 100 days, don't even hold your breath waiting for something from him. We are not the priority. We are not the priority. But, you know, you need to hold that second in command feet to the fire. Because if she's going to be claiming black to get into that position, Guess what, girl? We're going to make you be black. And here's my thing. I'm not asking for everything to be all about black people. Absolutely not. But what you're not going to do is just tell us that you're going to ignore us, behind closed doors with these simp cooning black leaders, and think that the rest of us over here are going to go along with the program. No, sir, we are not. We're not going to do that. I've been on here for over an hour. Hey, Allie Matrix. What are you talking about? Oh, don't come in here with no crazy talking. It's time for me to get out of here. Yes, you guys. I will be back. I'm not sure what day. I think I will be back on Monday. I'm not sure what time yet. I didn't already tell y'all. My guy's schedule has changed yet again. So I don't know. I may actually be able to come on at my late time like normal this week. We shall see. But I will be back on. I probably will pop through tomorrow. And you'll definitely you've got at least one vlog that I'm going to be uploading before Monday. The one of my artwork, so you guys can see some of the stuff that I've done. I call myself an artsy autism mom, but you actually a couple of them are self-portraits, so y'all should get a kick out of that, because there'll be self-portraits of me when I was a lot younger and I did not have my handbrakes. All right, I will see you guys until the next time. I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. For those of you who are going to be hanging out in Jovi Beauty's late night chat, I'll see y'all over there in a little while. For the rest of you guys, I will see y'all the next time. Until then, peace.